All right, folks, get ready for a deep dive. And I can't believe we're actually doing this, but today's subject is Vim users.
Oh boy.
Yeah, those people who cling to this, I don't even want to call it an editor, this ancient relic of a text editor.
It's a choice, that's for sure.
It's a choice, yeah. Like choosing to ride a horse to work when everyone else has, a Tesla.
Right. And they think they're so cool for it too. Like they've got this secret knowledge that the rest of us are just too, I don't know, basic to understand.
Yeah. Oh, you wouldn't get it. It's so efficient once you learn it.
Efficient. Have they ever actually timed themselves? I'm pretty sure it takes them 5 minutes just to figure out how to exit the damn thing.
Yeah, and don't even get me started on the shortcuts. They act like memorizing 1,000 obscure key combinations is some sort of superpower.
I mean, I'm all for keyboard shortcuts, but Vim takes it to a whole new level of absurdity.
It's like they're trying to turn coding into a game of Twister for your fingers.
And you know what's even funnier? They actually try to defend this modal editing system.
Modal editing, what is that? Some kind of medieval torture device.
Pretty much. It's like having to switch gears every time you want to do something as simple as deleting a character.
So you're telling me that every time I want to delete a letter, I have to, like, enter some special delete mode?
Yeah, basically. And then you have to switch back to normal mode to actually, type anything.
That sounds incredibly, incredibly inefficient.
It is, but try telling that to a Vim user. They'll swear up and down that it's the most efficient way to edit text.
It's like they're brainwashed or something.
Yeah, it's like they've joined some kind of cult where the initiation ritual involves memorizing the entire Vim documentation.
And the saddest part is, they actually believe it.
Yeah.
They've convinced themselves that they're somehow more productive because they're using this archaic tool.
It's a delusion, plain and simple.
It's like they're living in a parallel universe where user-friendliness is a sign of weakness.
And don't even get me started on the whole Vim is more customizable argument.
Oh, yeah. That's another one of their favorite talking points. Like, they're so proud of the fact that they can spend hours tweaking their configuration files just to get their editor to look and behave the way they want it to.
It's like bragging about how much time you spend assembling IKEA furniture.
Right? Who cares? It's a text editor, not a fashion statement.
Exactly. It's a tool, and a tool is supposed to make your life easier, not harder.
So the big question is why? Why do people willingly subject themselves to this kind of digital torture?
I think there are a few possible explanations. First, there's the elitism factor.
Oh, yeah, that's a big one. They love to feel like they're part of some exclusive club, some secret society of programmers who are too cool for modern technology.
Right, like they're somehow superior because they're using a tool that most people find completely incomprehensible.
It's the I'm too good for GUI mentality.
Exactly.
And I think there's also an element of, like, nostalgia involved.
Nostalgia for what? The days of dial-up modems and green screen terminals?
Yeah, I know it sounds crazy, but I think some people actually miss those days. When computers were more challenging, more demanding, more cryptic.
Like they long for the days when you had to be a real hacker to use a computer.
Exactly. And Vim, with its arcane commands and its complete disregard for user-friendliness, is like a throwback to that era.
It's a digital relic from a bygone era.
And some people, for whatever reason, find that appealing.
I guess it's like those people who collect vintage typewriters. They're not actually using them to write anything. They just like the idea of them.
Yeah, it's a fascination with the past, a romanticization of a time when things were supposedly simpler, even though they were actually a lot harder.
It's a strange phenomenon, that's for sure.
Well, whatever the reason, I think we can all agree that Vim users are a unique breed.
That's one way to put it.
They're the digital equivalent of those people who insist on using a rotary phone, even though they have a perfectly good smartphone.
Right, or those people who refuse to use GPS because they prefer to navigate with a paper map.
They're the Luddites of the digital age.
The dinosaurs of the software development world.
And you know what?
What?
I kind of admire their stubbornness.
You do?
Yeah, in a way. I mean, it takes a certain amount of dedication, a certain amount of, masochism to stick with something like Vim when there are so many better options available.
I guess so. But I still think they're crazy.
Oh, absolutely.
But hey, maybe that's what makes them so fascinating. They're a reminder that even in this age of technological advancement, there are still people who choose to do things the hard way.
The really, really hard way.
Exactly. It's like they think they're, digital warriors or something, fighting the good fight against against user friendliness.
Right. It's like they're afraid if something's easy to use, it can't be powerful.
Yeah. It's like they think the harder something is to learn, the better it must be.
Yeah, yeah. Which is just, I mean, come on.
I know,
Talk
right?
about a backwards way of looking at the world.
Yeah, and the funny thing is they actually think they're saving time.
Oh, yeah. They love to brag about how fast they can code in Vim.
Mhm.
Like it's some kind of, competitive sport.
But like, have you ever actually watched someone try to code in Vim?
It's painful, man.
It's like watching someone try to play the piano with oven mitts on.
Yeah, it's all like jerky movements and awkward hand positions and like just a complete mess.
And then they'll turn to you and be like, "Oh yeah, but once you get used to it, it's so much faster."
Yeah, yeah. Once you learn all 5,000 key combinations, it's a breeze.
It's like saying, like, once you learn how to juggle chainsaws, you'll never want to go back to juggling regular balls.
Right. Like, it's technically possible, but why would you even want to do that?
Yeah, there are so many better, easier ways to do it,
Hmm.
but they're so stuck in their ways.
It's like they've fallen into this like Vim-shaped hole and they just can't climb out.
Yeah, and they're trying to drag everyone else down with them.
You know what it is? It's like they want you to suffer with them.
Oh, absolutely. Like it's some kind of badge of honor to be a Vim user. Like they're part of this exclusive club of masochists.
And they're always trying to recruit new members.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
You'll be sitting there minding your own business, coding away in your perfectly normal, user-friendly editor, and then suddenly they'll appear.
Like a digital vampire.
Right. And they'll start whispering in your ear about the wonders of Vim.
You should try it. It will change your life.
And then before you know it, they've sucked you into their world of arcane commands and obscure keystrokes.
And you're trapped.
Trapped in the Vim vortex.
You know what else I find kind of funny about Vim users?
What's that?
Their obsession with the command line. Like they think it's some kind of magical portal to ultimate power.
Oh yeah, they're like digital wizards casting spells with their keyboards.
Right. Except their spells mostly just involve opening and closing files and like
Yeah.
moving the cursor around.
And don't forget about searching for things. They act like grep is the greatest invention since sliced bread.
Like it's some kind of revolutionary technology that no one else has ever thought of before.
Meanwhile, the rest of us are just using the search function in our editors like normal people.
Yeah, but that would be too easy, right? Too intuitive.
Too user-friendly.
Exactly. Vim users, they don't want things to be easy. They want to suffer. They want to feel like they're earning every line of code they write.
It's like they're trying to prove to the world how hardcore they are.
Look at me. I'm coding in Vim. I'm a real programmer.
It's like they think it makes them look smarter or something.
I think it makes them look, well, a little bit crazy.
Just a tad.
But hey, who are we to judge? If they want to spend their days hunched over their keyboards, wrestling with an ancient text editor, that's their prerogative.
As long as they don't try to convert us, I guess we can let them live in their little Vim-shaped world.
Yeah, just keep your distance, folks.
Yeah.
You never know when a Vim user might try to struck up a conversation about the beauty of modal editing.
And trust me, you don't want to get caught in that conversation.
It's a one-way ticket to a world of pain and frustration.
And a whole lot of head scratching.
So let's just be thankful that we're not Vim users.
Amen to that. It's like they've built this wall around themselves, this Vim-shaped wall. And they're just hiding behind it.
Yeah, and they've got all these these arguments, these justifications for why Vim is so great. But really it's just smoke and mirrors.
Right. It's all just a way to make themselves feel better about the fact that they're using this ancient clunky tool.
Like, okay, you can customize it to your heart's content. But at the end of the day, you're still using Vim.
You're still stuck in the dark ages of text editing.
Yeah, while the rest of us are out here, enjoying the wonders of modern technology.
With our intuitive interfaces and our helpful features and our sanity intact.
Yeah, our sanity. I mean, have you ever spent any significant amount of time trying to use Vim?
I've tried.
It's enough to drive you mad.
It really is. It's like trying to solve a Rubik's Cube blindfolded.
Yeah, or like trying to learn a foreign language where all the words are just random combinations of letters.
Exactly. There's no logic to it, no rhyme or reason. It's just chaos.
And yet they swear by it. They act like it's the greatest thing since sliced bread.
They're like those people who insist on using a typewriter instead of a computer. Oh, it's just more authentic this way.
Right. Like I can really feel the words flowing through my fingertips.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I can feel the words flowing through my fingertips just fine using a normal keyboard and a modern text editor.
Yeah, and I don't have to spend hours trying to figure out how to delete a character or copy and paste
Or
text.
exit the damn program.
Oh yeah, don't forget about that. It's like trying to escape from a digital prison.
You have to memorize a secret code or something.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It really is. And you know what the saddest part is?
What's that?
They're missing out on so much. There are so many amazing text editors out there, editors that are actually designed to make your life easier, to make you more productive, to make coding actually enjoyable.
Yeah, editors that don't require you to, sacrifice your firstborn child to the Vim guides in order to get them to work properly.
Editors that are actually, user-friendly. But
Yep.
they're so stuck in their ways, they're so convinced that Vim is the only way that they'll never experience the joy of using a truly great text editor.
It's a shame, really.
It is. But you know what? It's their loss.
Yeah, we can't force them to see the light.
We can try.
We can try, yeah. But at the end of the day, it's up to them.
Exactly. And if they want to continue living in their little Vim-shaped world, well, that's their choice.
More power to them, I guess.
Yeah.
But we'll be over here in the 21st century enjoying the benefits of modern technology.
Yeah, with our sane, user-friendly text editors.
Exactly. So to all the Vim users out there, we salute you.
We salute your stubbornness, your dedication to the arcane.
But we also pity you because you're missing out on a whole world of coding goodness.
A world of efficiency and ease of use and just plain old common sense.
So do yourselves a favor and just try a modern text editor. You might actually be surprised at how much you like it.
You might even, dare I say it, you might even enjoy coding. And on that note, I think we'll wrap up our deep dive into the fascinating world of Vim users.
Until next time, folks, stay curious, stay informed, and stay away from Vim.